Lads, welcome to Fusion Yugioh. Join us on a journey as we go from zero to hero. The goal? Build a competitive Yu-Gi-Oh deck. Only from sealed official product. No buying or trading singles. Starting with nothing except a budget of $50 a month. Any sealed donations. And of course, the heart of the cards. Welcome to Sealed Only, inspired by Nim Nim and Rev Z cards. Lads, welcome back. And today we are going to do some fun work, some good stuff. We're starting out the week strong. We're at a nice 80% win ratio. We are 4 out of 5. We have 1 loss on the books. It is the pendulum, so we've adjusted. We are moving forward. We will learn from our mistake. Now, we jump into a pack opening, and that pack opening is going to be good. But a little editor's note, we have 1 pack that's not caught on camera because I made an oopsie and my camera was full. So we lost the end of the pack opening for the first part. You'll notice it just randomly cuts for no apparent reason. That is because the video file corrupted after that point, and I lost it, so there's nothing I can do about it. But we did pull the elusive sheep. I really wish I could have brought that to you on camera. I am super sorry about that. That's the only thing I lost was that 1 last pack, and of course it had the sheep, because of course it did. But we also have a set of packs that are coming to you from the Gamer's Cave, and we've got some cool stuff there. So let's get into the pack opening. Let's see what we pull. And then we'll make some deck adjustments before heading over to locals. So strap in, because you're on for a heck of a ride this week. Okay, so we're here, and we picked up a few packs of Ignition Assault and a Battles of Legend Relentless Revenge because it was there. We had it, so I bought it because I wanted to see if we could pull anything cool. So here we go. We're going to jump right in. We're going to do 2 of the Ignition Assault first. We're still hunting the Sheepy Boy. So let's go for pulling a Sheepy Boy. Alright, Sheepy Boy. Johnny Bort, Johnny Robo, Karakuri, Squeak Knight, AI's Ritual, Karakuri, and Fiendish Portrait, Megalith Behemoth. Oh. So we got the new Karakuri. Let's put those there. Alright, next up. Megalith. Let's see here, and we got a Jack of Balloon and an Arc Jet. Alright, let's go with the shiny pack. Battles of Legend. Relentless Revenge actually had a lot of really good cards in it, so maybe we'll get lucky and we'll pull some good stuff. Like, I think Solemn Judgment came in this set. Oh, we pulled the Glass Slippers. Eater of Millions, a good spot removal card. Unizombie, decent card. And then 2 other cards that we're not going to play. Eater of Millions isn't bad. Unizombie's not bad, but it's just stuff that we're not going to play. So, Glass Slippers. Obviously, we got some shininess, but Ignition Assault number 3. Still hunting the Sheep Boy.
This one right here. Yep.
Okay. Woohoo. Ghost Meets Girl, Insurgent. Oh, we got a Megalith Antramark and a Plunder Patrol Booty.
So you're actually, your color is going to be purple.
Alright, give me just a second. We'll open the last one. So, doing extra missions, I got a couple of packs of cards from my local game shop. So, I'm going to open them. This is the only one, obviously, I can use in a Yu-Gi-Oh game. But we'll see what's in these just for something different, something modern, something the internet. So let's start with Fistos of the Gadgets.
No, this is what now. I think this is actually.
We got a Tenzu, we got okay, that's actually a really good card for this. This being pulled is actually super helpful, so we'll set that over here. We got a Yellow Gadget, we got a Brotherhood Gorilla, and Archfiend's Ascent. Okay, so not really. Starving Venom is actually huge, so we're gonna set that. We're gonna use that. The rest of these can go into our sale binder.
Well, he just told all the ones I told him for this. I think that's just like for...
Alright, let's start with Dragon Ball Super. I don't play this game, I don't know anything about this game, but all of these cards that I'm opening will be for purchase soon on the TCG player we are building for my local game shop. Let's go ahead and dive right in. We've got Petrification. Ooh, with Deborah, that's cool. Cell Android Absorbed. Then we got Jiren. Ooh, we got Beerus. I don't know what that means. Full Power Frost. Bibbidi. Caulifla. Unexpected Recovery. Zoira. Super 17, Total Eclipse of the Heart. Chaos Beam Volley, and Jiren Strength and Silence. I don't know, looks big. Okay, so put that into our sale binder. Look forward to that if you're into Dragon Ball Super. And we got some magic stuff, because, I don't know, I haven't. Let's maybe open it.
Those are supplies. Yeah, the thing you put in the...
Magic packs are harder to open than... There we go. You guys get free free comedy right here. You're welcome. Alright, so we've got a spider. Look at that. That doesn't cost anything to play. An Island. Beasts. Best. I mean, a Saga. I don't know what that means, but... And then we got Furious Rise, Wanderer, this thing, a Red Guy, Glory Bearers, some White Thing, Horse, we got a Crazy Lady, we got a Helmet, we've got a Guy in a Chain, Mossy Viper, Omen of the Dead, and this thing. Cool stuff. If you're into either of those games, those cards will be available on the game, on the TCG player as well. So look for them. I don't know if this is a good card, but it's there. So enjoy, and you guys will get an updated version of the deck profile here in a few moments. All right, let's dive right into this deck profile because we need to. There's not a ton of changes, because we didn't pull enough stuff that is going to make an immediate impact on the deck. But we're going to go through it really fast because it's been a week, and I mean, even if there's been no changes, we want to know what's going on in our deck. So, obviously, triple copies of Wendi. Wendi is one of the best cards in the deck. It summons from the deck. Squamata is arguably the best card in the deck. We run triple of that. Squamata will let you dump any Shaddoll monster. And because we're going second, and because we need as many things on the field as we possibly can to fusion someone with, we obviously have triple Shaddoll Hedgehog. Hedgehog lets you add one from deck to hand. Okay, so these 3 cards, these 9 cards, make up the entire Shaddoll engine as necessary for this deck, but we have more cards that actually do help us go off. So, we've got 2 copies of Shaddoll Ariel. Ariel lets you summon a banished Shaddoll monster in defense position, face up or face down defense position, and when it's sent to the graveyard, this actually comes up. You can banish 3 cards from your opponent's graveyard, so the grinding ability with this is just insane. Double Beast for draw power, 1 Dragon for back row removal, 1 Falco. It actually comes up as a Monster Reborn in the flip effect, but its recursion is actually really helpful in breaking boards. 1 Keios, because it's a searchable light. And that's it for the Shaddoll cards. Next up is going to be Spell, or the other monsters, so triple Mathematician. It's a free dump. Triple Performage Trick Clown. It's a free level 4 on board. If we pulled any rank 4s, we'd be able to play. So, 1 Electromagnetic Turtle. 1 Gizmek Kaku, the Supreme Shiny Sky Stag. This is actually incredibly helpful for just dealing with problematic cards. And 1 BLS. I've thought about cutting a Trick Clown and maining a second one and siding in a different card, but right now this is kind of
one of your tiles.
my best case scenario.
All the tiles will be a number, and that's the one we.
Next up, triple Shaddoll Fusion. It's the best fusion spell in your deck, debatably, and it just does everything you need it to do. So, triple L Shaddoll Fusion. It's Polymerization, Quick Play. Triple Super Poly. Breakboards. 1 Foolish and 1 Pot of Avarice for continued grind game. Pretty self-explanatory. And then triple copies of Reeshaddoll Incarnation and 1 Shaddoll Core. Core, so you can make whatever you need to. Reeshaddoll Incarnation is just Monster Reborn, and it does a lot of things. It can help you flip summon on your turn or on your opponent's turn to be able to do different things instinctively. So really good lineup. Really happy with that. Never really used Core, honestly. Next is the extra deck, triple Shaddoll Construct. It's your bread and butter play. Shaddoll Construct is the heart and soul of the deck. Double Winda, and double Apkallone. So Winda is obviously like the protected castle card. It's your floodgate. It allows you to do a lot of things. Apkallone is actually incredible because it negates a monster on the field's effects permanently, which can be really good going against oppressive boards. So I've put more of a priority in summoning Shaddoll Grysta against Pendulum. Against Pendulum, it's actually insane. So,
believe there's this many pieces of.
and then 1 Shekhinaga and 1 Anoyatyllis. Shekhinaga, and I haven't actually used these yet, but there's just so much versatility just having them. Alright, and then 1 Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. This just actually really helps against the Pendulum board. You're able to deal with a lot of different problems. Now that we have access to this, it should make those games a little bit easier. Double Gravity Controller. Like 1. Shaddoll Construct. And the elusive, brand new, shiny Shibi Boy. Just really helping us be able to play the game a little bit more offensively moving forward.
Oh, okay, we gotta connect those.
Yeah, we're constructing your move like this.
Now the side deck is going to be triple Lava Golem, double Dad, because some people have 2 dads, and 1 BLS. And then we've got triple Twin Twisters, triple Unending Nightmare, triple Lost Wind. And that's it. The Lost Winds are to help us deal with decks when we're stuck going first. The same as Unending Nightmare and Twin Twisters, it just helps us deal with problems. These cards, I side in the Lava Golems. I never side this in. These are just cards that I could play with a lot right now. So, and they're things that we can go into if necessary. So, that's it for the deck. I guess we should go and get some testing in with it, shall we? Alright, game 1 is against our friend Tia and her Cyber Dragons. And the Cyber Dragons lost the die roll. So, I immediately make her go first, not because I know what she's playing, because my deck is built to go second. So, she goes first, she makes a decent board, and I'm able to pick it apart with Super Poly and Shaddoll Fusion, and I'm able to just amass a very nice sized board and OTK. So, I'm able to just kind of grind through and finish the game very quickly for game 1. Game 2 does not go my way. It is a very long, grinded game. Everything about it makes me frustrated thinking about it, but like in hindsight, it was a super fun game. So this game lasted the rest of the time because I felt that I was in a position of success, but she was in a position where she couldn't really lose either for a long time, and it got very weird. So turn 1, I'm able to kind of abuse the board state and abuse Construct, because it's Construct Turbo. Abuse Construct, I make Winda, so I'm able to deal with threats and problems. We both make misplays throughout the game. It's going back and forth. This lasted, I don't know, 15, 20 turns. But she ended up sitting on Cyber Dragon Cyber Eternity Dragon. This thing is a bitch of an itch to deal with. Because it just keeps recurring itself. I didn't have a way to get to Winda when we got into this game state. So I had to how I ended up playing through it was, I made Construct, I made a second Construct, I revived my third Construct, and then I summoned Winda. Like eventually I got to Winda to where it wasn't able to summon itself back out, and it was able to pop it and then pop it again with a second Construct, and then hit her for 5k, and she wasn't able to do anything because she wasn't able to revive it with its own effect, and it locked her into a position of, I am not able to out this board, I don't have any way to deal with it, and that was GG. But oh my gosh, was it a heck of a game. She consistently never lets me play the same game twice. She is one of the best players that we have here at the shop. She is a fantastic player, she's very, very good, and it's been so much fun getting to play with her. So come on out to the Gamers Cave. Check it out, we'll have some fun. But I think it's time to jump to game 2. So let's hit it. The second and final game of the week is Zombie Control. Zombie Control, it's very interesting. This game also went to time. So game 1 was swiftly won by me. I made him go first because I won the die roll. Made him go first. I'm winning die rolls. It's weird. And I opened Super Poly, Shaddoll Fusion, and then I had Qadshaddoll. I had Wendi, and then I had Squamata, I believe. And I top decked into Trick Clown. So it was just Super Poly and Shaddoll Fusion was plenty enough. And he had 2 darks on board, so I Super Poly'd. I got rid of the 2 problem cards, which were 2 of the darks, which was IP Masquerena and Ballar's Rock. Fused those away, so he had nothing. Really, he had a Vampire Sucker, and I summoned starting Venom Fusion Dragon. Then I was able to make Construct. I put out Cross Sheep. I did the full thing, and I ended with double Construct, starting Venom Fusion Dragon, Cross Sheep, and Shaddoll Construct. And I was able to just burst. Obviously, I was able to blow through that and end the game. Game 2, made him go first again, and I opened a really good hand. I opened double Shaddoll Fusion, Shaddoll Fusion, Super Poly, and Wendi. And he opened with set 3 pass. Set 2 back row and a monster pass. I top deck into another Shaddoll. I make Shaddoll Winda, and it's Winda control at this point because I'm like, okay, if he gets to amass a board state, I need to lock him out. That's the goal. That is my mission right now, is to make sure that he has as little to do. I set Super Poly, I set Shaddoll Fusion, and I just started controlling the game state as best I could. It got to a point where he had Zombie World on the field, he had dealt with my Winda, because he super polyed it away, because we super polyed each other, and it just got absolutely insane. Ended up going to time, and there was nothing I could do with it being in time. Because he won game 2. So game 3 didn't even get a chance to start because we hit time. So we pulled our first draw of the series. 7 games in, we have 1 draw and 1 loss. It's not bad. We have 5 wins, so we're positive right now. We're at 5.5 out of 7. So moving forward, just so you guys are aware, I'll be counting ties as half a win for the percentages. It just makes the percentage thing a lot easier for me. So 5.5 out of 7, looking pretty good. So let's check out our ratios and let's see what we're doing and see what we're hunting next, shall we? All right, lads. So we've got 1 win and 1 draw in the books. So we've got a 1.5 we've got to add to our win-loss ratio. So let's go ahead and add that, and then we'll talk about what we need to look for and what we're doing next. Okay, so now we are sitting pretty at a just under 80%, a 78.57% win ratio. I think it's 78.5 should be on the screen, and that's not bad. We are still 5 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, so we still have significantly more wins than we do losses and draws combined. So we're sitting good. Now we need to hunt a couple of cards. I think Nibiru and Boral Sword would do a lot in this deck. As well, I think Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring could be beneficial, along with maybe a couple of other cards. So for me, I think the next products we're going to have to go after are the Gold Sark Megatins and some Dual Devastator, because I think that those have the most options for us to be able to pull something that we need. Tornado Dragon and Abyss Dweller are 2 cards that I'm really thinking about being very versatile within our deck and our strategy, and I think that having them would be very beneficial. Having a couple of Ash Blossoms could not possibly hurt for its versatility. Gives us a little bit more going second power. Boral Sword gives us an OTK card that we can easily go into, because our problem isn't that we can break boards, it's that we can't clean up. We can't end the game outright, and we give our opponents more time, and that's something we want to eliminate moving forward. So I think that's going to be our mission, our hunt, if you will, is we're going to go after the Gold Sark Megatins, and if we pull some dangers or something cool like that, maybe we'll use them, and we'll go after, of course, Dual Devastator to get Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, and maybe some other hand traps to be a nuisance to our fellow players. Maybe throw in some Effect Veilers or something fun like that. Who knows? But that's going to wrap it up for this week. Ending the week still just under 80%. We're still positive. We're still over 75% of our games are wins. So that's a very good thing for us. Let's keep that momentum going. Let's keep moving forward. And let's see what the next week brings us.